Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of Arrivals / Solstice of Heroes intel. And today, of course, is Friday, and we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned. The Mr. Spaghetti Face, as I like to call him, bringer of exotics, as well as Trials of Osiris, has returned. And there is a few other things, some major things going on in the community, primarily in the kind of information that I cover on this channel, which is glitches and exploits going on currently. And we're going to be covering that in the latter part of this video. So we'll show what XUR has first, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things, in my humble opinion. But stuff you're going to want to know, so stick around for that. Going to get to all the information regarding all of those subjects in just 1 second. But first, I just want to remind everybody, I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 30,000 subscribers, which is only 500 away at the time of posting this video, which is absolutely incredible. Really is. I really can't tell you how crazy that is to me. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway, though, is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. I also encourage everybody to join the Discord channel because it is really growing. Lots of great people in there. If you're ever looking for a run in a Outbreak Perfected, because it's going to be leaving us, or a Whisper of the Worm, or any other mission, maybe a Nightfall ordeal that you haven't been able to get around to or complete, check the Discord channel. Link will also be in the description. Great people on there. Whole community of individuals starting out on their own. I really don't have any control over it, helping the community out. It's awesome to see, so I encourage everybody to go and check it out. Like I said, if you're looking for some extra help once in a while. And as always, if you stick around till the end of this video, I'll have a secret hashtag, or sometimes I'll do a trivia question. We might do a trivia question today. I had one cooking. You can leave that in the comments section down below to be entered into that giveaway at 30,000 subscribers the second time for this video. Remember, those hashtags, secret trivia questions, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, go back, check out another video, and why not do it again? All right, Spaghetti Face, what you got for us? Anything good? Nope. Now there's some, we'll go through it, but it doesn't look very good. Not very promising. I can already tell some old school stuff. Although there is Lord of Wolves. This weapon, let's just face it, everybody, it's like the trolliest weapon in the game. I don't if there's a better one, if there's a more trolly weapon that you can think of, leave that in the comment section down below. I can't think of one offhand. I know nothing against people who use Lord of Wolves. I can never actually use it myself. I'm not very good with it. But it's one of those things where if it was 6 months ago and you got killed by it, oh, man, you wanted to put that person through the wall. Or put your fist through the wall. It was one of those guns that you got killed by so often, it just drove you crazy. But for those of you who don't know about this particular exotic, I do encourage you to pick it up if you don't have it, because why should anybody else have it if you don't? Lord of Wolves, powerful shot range solar burst. Basically, it's a shotgun, everybody. It's a shotgun that kind of behaves like a fusion rifle. All right, second trolliest weapon, which I actually do use, Bastion, which is, of course, a fusion rifle that thinks it's a shotgun. This is sort of the exact opposite of the Bastion. This is a shotgun that thinks it's a fusion rifle. Releases the Wolves. I don't know why they say that on there, but release the Wolves. Hold X. Swap to a longer, more powerful burst. And we have Composite Stock. This weapon has a versatile dual-purpose stock. Fires a powerful short-range burst of solar damage. So essentially a bunch of like slug-like, it looks like a fusion rifle, but it behaves like a shotgun, meaning you don't have to charge it. You just sort of point and shoot, and it shoots like sort of an array of burst damage. It's kind of cool. I don't really see it being used that much anymore, so I don't think it's really in the meta. But if it was 6 months ago, oh man. Like I said, fist through the wall. We have the young Ahamkar's spine. I don't think I said that correctly. Young Ahamkar's spine. And if I don't say it correctly, boy, am I going to hear about it. Ability damage grants enhanced trip mines. This is, of course, for the hunter. It is a 65 roll. Not a great one, though. High resilience. Kind of evenly distributed. 65 isn't terrible, but Young Ahamkara Spine, I don't really see him used that much, but essentially you get an extra trip mine grenade if you're a hunter playing Gunslinger. I think that's correct. Increased trip mine grenade duration and blast radius, agility, ability damage grants trip mine grenade energy. They've been around since D1. Most people know about the Young Ahamkara Spine. We have the Eternal Warrior helmet for the Titan. Oh, by the way, Young Ahamkara Spine, for those of you who are just listening and you don't know, it's gauntlets for the hunter. We have the Eternal Warrior helmet for the Titan class, casting Fists of Havoc, grants an overshield. Casting Fists of Havoc grants an overshield. Make sure I enunciate. Gain an overshield when activating Fists of Havoc. Now, beyond this being probably the creepiest helmet in the game, it just always creeps me out when I see people running at me with this. I don't see it used that much. It's a 63 total roll, recovery, slight mobility, strength seems to be fairly evenly distributed. Not a great roll, not a great exotic. I mean, at least I don't see it being used that much. But every time I say something's not a great exotic, somebody always says, you should try this in the comment section. I do appreciate those comments because I actually go out and try those things really myself. But someone says, you should try this setup, man. It's amazing. And I'm like, okay, I'll go try it. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't use it that often, but you know, there might be some crazy sick build out there. So don't listen to me. We have the, oh my god, the name that I cannot pronounce. Astrocyte Verus? Astrocyte. We're going to go, I got that one right, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I said the last thing right. I always screw up something. But, you know, it lets people who want to sound off in the comments section. So you'll have one for today, everybody. I made your dreams come true. It improves blink. It's a helmet for the Warlock. 2 helmets today. Interesting. Blink further and more frequently upon weapon readiness quickly out of blink and radar remains up. So if you're a blink user, like I actually am, I could benefit from this helmet, but it doesn't give you as much added benefit as what it takes away, which is obviously your helmet slot and another exotic that you could be using. So blink further and more frequently if you are using blink, which I don't think a lot of people are. Your weapon readies quickly after blink, so for anybody who does use blink, you know that your weapon is pretty slow to be ready once you come out of it. And your radar remains up in blink, so you won't lose sight of everybody. Maybe I'll give this one another try. I think I have this already, but maybe I'll give it another shot. Anyway, that's going to be it for XUR today. You can obviously pick up an exotic random Engram if you're leveling up a character. Everybody's character should be leveled up, I think, to 1050 by now. But you can buy any of these. There'll be a 1050 on your main and transfer it over to a secondary character to give your character a 1050 power bump, at least on 1 or 2 an armor and a weapon. So give it a shot if you're just looking for a quick little bump to your secondary characters if you haven't gotten around to using them yet. Also, do Solstice of Heroes if you haven't, because, you know, that's the best way to level up a character right now. It's like the fast track. But that's going to be it for XUR. So if you're done watching this video for XUR information is done now. Nothing else to do with XUR. But, like I said, there is some other things going on. And one pretty major thing. And I actually did make a video about this. It was my last video. I covered it a bit. But I didn't really think about the implications of it at the time. I sort of used it primarily for one thing, which was how to do solo or flawless Pit of Heresy. Fairly easy method based on a glitch that is currently pretty game breaking, and it is a ghosting god mode glitch. So for you, or for anybody who doesn't know what that is, essentially this is a glitch that allows you to go unseen by any ads, any NPCs, any enemies in the game. It requires a couple of things. We'll go through them again. I did it in the last video, but we'll go through them right now. Basically, it's an Emo Glitch that, when activated, lets you go into different areas. You could do a Nightfall this way. You could do some certain dungeons this way. You can maybe even do a raid this way. You can do, I don't know, you could do some lost sectors this way if you wanted to. Really anything. I think this could actually work. You could just even do this, I think, technically just roaming around. So I don't know. The implications are vast. That's all I'll say. And it's very simple. All you need is, and you will need these things, so far as I know. There might be another way to do this, because when I talked about this last time, there were several people saying, I don't have that thing, the emote in this case, and is there any way to do it without that emote? There might be, but I don't know of one right now. But I would suggest go and try out different emotes and see what works. The emote that you're going to need, that I know of as an essential, is the coin flip emote. That's the only prerequisite that I know of. And it could be that there might be others out here. I would maybe give like the knife flip a try, or it's I'm not sure exactly what makes the coin flip emote unique. So give other exotic emotes a try. I would say it's probably only going to work with other exotic emotes. And in my case, I'm using the Let's Chat emote for my secondary, though I'm sure others can work. I think any sort of looping emote, so any one that you just sort of activate and it stays, so if like you're sitting or you can judge or dancing, I think any of those will work. But you need to do them in combination with the coin flip emote. So the way that this works is you're going to activate your secondary emote. So in my case, the sit. And you'll see in the bottom left corner, you'll see Wilhelm, my name, sits. Now, if you see me do this, you see Wilhelm flips a coin. Now, the goal is to do both the emotes, but only see one of those things triggered in the bottom left corner. So I will do Wilhelm sits, and as I'm sitting, I'm going to do the coin flip emote. Now, you see, coin flip emote did not show up. I'm going to let the emote play out now, and the glitch is triggered. The way you'll know it's triggered is you won't see coin flip in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Let the emote play out, though. That's very important. Trigger the first one. As you're about to sit down on the chair, trigger the second one. It'll show your character sits, or whatever the first emote was. Then let the coin flip emote play out, and the first part of this glitch is triggered. The second one, the only other thing that you're going to need to do now is find a load zone. Any load zone. Go through any load zone. So if you're transferring through places on a map, if you're going into, in this case, what I'm going to test it on to show you guys, a lost sector, that's all you'll need. And there's no time gating on this, so you can do the emote thing and then go into a lost sector, or go into any other load zone. Take your time. You just need another load zone. And then once you're in that load zone, if I can find my way through here, God, this is so dark, you will essentially have triggered the glitch. And what this will do is no characters will be able to see you. Excuse me, no enemies will be able to see you. Oh, that's right, it's over here. Why is it so dark in here? Why are these red lines going through the floor? Why? Anyway, so I'm going to show you it right here. Now, the glitch should be active. As soon as I entered the weep, as soon as I saw the load zone, the glitch should be active. And as I enter here, you'll notice, oh, look at this. Nobody's looking at me. No enemies. No, I'm here. Now, there is some downside to this. Obviously, the one being that if you do damage to them, and you can do damage to everybody, if you're not able to finish them off, meaning fully kill them with whatever weapon you're using or melee, they will regen their health back. So I'll find an enemy here that takes a little bit more damage than these. But if you're able to continually do damage and completely knock out their entire health bar, they will die. But the higher end enemies will obviously, that take a little bit longer to kill, will have a chance of regenerating further. In Pit of Heresy, the knights, the little sub-bosses, some of them you could only damage, primarily the knight, the sub-boss in the first case, you only could damage them by using a super. Even if you chopped away at them with the sword, though the health bar would go down, you couldn't actually finish killing them that way. But in most cases, it won't matter. Just keep that in mind, though. Heavy, big enemies, they will regen health. But anything that's small like this, you can just one-shot them. And like these cases, you see how I punch them, they regen their health. If you have the Wither Horde, this is going to really help out, because if you can continually do damage, they won't regen that health. So I would just fire one of these at the ground and let it just tick down their health. And though they would regain it at the end if they were able to outlast the actual Wither Horde shot, they're mostly going to die. So like this guy, if my controller doesn't give me a hard time here, just let it tick down. And you can see if he gets out of it, he will regen his health a bit. Actually, I don't think the Wither Horde does. So added bonus, Wither Horde. Apparently Wither Horde damage does not return. Might just be melee damage. But most of these guys, because they're not going to know you're here, they'll just sort of lay down and stand right in the damage phase. I mean, they're not going to move. So you could use this in any way, shape, or form you want. I leave it up to you viewers to decide what best way to use this. I am sure there are ways beyond what I'm even thinking of how to actually exploit this. And I don't think it's going to be removed anytime soon, everybody. I really don't. So, you know, eventually it will, but take it while you can, is all I'll say. One last thing for this week, the Trials map is Convergence. Trials, Crucible, there we go. Trials map this week is Convergence. Nothing really to say about that except that it's a really long, high-end sniper map. So if you're not a fan of sniping, it's going to be difficult for you this week. Just keep that in mind. I don't know any glitches for that map. There might be some. I know you could always get up on the end where the spawn points are and just sort of hang out up there if you wanted to. I've seen people do that. It's a strategy. It's a legitimate one. Any strategy in Trials that might work is a legitimate one, in my opinion. But good luck in Trials. Obviously, also, if you're trying to complete your Solstice armor, I would just grind out 7 games of Trials. It's all you got to complete. I don't even think you need 7. Do you need 7 wins? Let's see. Is it 7 wins? It is 7 wins. Ay, ay, ay. Why couldn't they just make it 7 rounds? That would have made it a lot easier. But obviously, if you're trying to complete that, have fun with it. Hopefully you can get that done at least, even if you can't get the 3 wins or whatever. Just reset the card. Go. It doesn't have to be 7 wins in a row. It's just 7 wins total. Even if you're resetting the card often, you just got to get 7 wins. It counts definitely. Good luck with everybody in that. Have fun with this absolute game-breaking God mode or ghosting glitch, however you want to refer to it. And as always, everybody, I am Wilhelm Scream. Let me see if I can take a selfie with this guy. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here. Do I have my selfie emote on? Is my selfie emote on? Uh-oh. He might see me now. Did he see me? Maybe he didn't see me. Oh, he didn't see me. Let me put the selfie emote on really quick. I thought I had it on. Emote, selfie, selfie, selfie. There you are. Okay. Selfie emote. Come here. Whatever your name is. What's this dude's name? Cole, whatever. Oh, I got to turn the other way. Oh, did he see me? What is going on? Why is it... Oh, he saw me. Totally saw me. For the secret hashtag today, leave a hashtag XUR or a hashtag Season of Arrivals or a hashtag Solstice of Heroes. Or if you're into the trivia question, because I did think of one, there are 2. Here's the trivia question. A lot of people have been asking me about it. There are 2 major actors whose claims to fame come from movies or TV shows with a similar working title, similar running title, in that the first word of both of these titles of films and television start off with the same word, and these actors happen to also share the same birthday. So, for the trivia question today, leave the names of the two actors whose starring roles that really, I think, got their names into the lexicon of common knowledge. Leave the two actors' names in the comment section. Now, again, they both were in shows or television, movies or television, that have the same name, or at least part of the same name, and they happen to share the same birthday. Leave those two actors in the comment section down below. That might be a little bit too elaborate of a question. Maybe I didn't phrase it correctly. But have fun this week, everybody. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thank you all so much for watching this Friday weekly update. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Little.